there, it's Natasha from Crafting Extreme Love, and I am back here today to share my fourth video, a part of my mini series, all about how you can use one kit in 5 different ways. So I am currently using the Treetop Canopy Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit from Cocoa Daisy. So this is the current kit I'm using. Maybe you have this kit in your stash that you didn't crack open yet, or maybe you have another kit that's been sitting on your shelf that needs some love. And I hope that this video today can show you that even if you have a specific product that's geared towards one type of memory keeping, there's so many different ways that you can use those beautiful supplies. Today's video, I am using circle punches from my stash to be able to create my own embellishments to add detail to this layout. Now, you can use any type of punch that you may have. If you don't have a punch, you could also do this on like a silhouette or a Cricut. If you don't have an electric cutter or stamps, I'm sure you have a pair of scissors. So you can cut out shapes. You could be circles or squares, creating really easy embellishments from different pattern papers, and having them different sizes makes it really easy to make these little clusters. So if you can see on top of the tag here, I have 3 different circles. So I have one large one, I'm gonna say that's an inch size punch. Then I've got, or I think that's an 1.5 inches. The smaller one is an inch, and then I've got another circular punch the same size that has a scalloped edge. Now I have used 3 different pattern papers here, but all of the kit or all of the colors of the papers that I'm using are all within the same color palette. So this is going to allow me to be able to mix patterns and have that fun, playful vibe to my layout, but not overwhelm it. So these DIY embellishment shapes are super easy, and as you'll see, I can really pull together this layout quickly, and it's just such a cute final product. Next, I am adding some stamping using the stamp set that comes in the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. I just super love this stamp set and see it, you know, being a top favorite in my stash for a while now. Now, I do want to mention that on the right hand side in the page protector is actually one of the newly formatted or new edition cards to the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. So it's going to be like a journal card material, so that heavier cardstock, and it fits in a traveler's notebook. Now it works really nicely in the Citrus Twist Life Crafted albums. So to make it work in the page protector, all that I did is just trimmed off a little bit from each side to be able to slide it easily into the page protector. So I definitely recommend that if you are a Life Crafted album user, to definitely check out the TN kit from Cocoa Daisy, because I think it's a really great fit for that size of album. To adhere my circles to the cardstock, I did decide to use some tacky glue in my fine line bottle just for an easier application. I do have the ATG gun, which I use, but I find that little smaller pieces such as these circular elements, I do a little bit better with the glue. When I am layering these pieces, I definitely like to have like one under and then one over, and have them overlap just a little bit, so that way they're not super spaced out, that they can be kind of close to each other. So that's how I get this specific look. So you want them to overlap just a little bit, and then pairing them in an angle, so not to have them straight on, but a slight angle to get that flow of the layout. Now that I have my circles adhered on the left hand side, I am moving on to the right page. So I am using this mini stapler to adhere this larger circle on the top of the page protector. I am new to using page protectors in my projects. I've never been a pocket scrapper as much as I love looking at Project Life. That has never been me. So this is new. I really noticed that I love adding elements on top of the page protector. I'm somebody who loves a texture, so having everything be in the pocket is like a little sad for me. So this is how I work around it. I love the look of the pocket page, and then I'm adding these different elements on top. So I stapled the first one. That's way that you can do it. I wish I had a sewing machine. That would also be a really cute way to add some texture. And then I am using this 3M tacky glue to adhere that bottom circle onto that page protector. Now, both the March and the first day of spring, along with actually the currently loving circular embellishment that I used on the other side, are cardstock embellishments from Cocoa Daisy that have an adhesive back, which makes crafting so easy, especially if you are a craft coucher. This is perfect because you only need a limited amount of adhesive ready to go. I've got all my color down. Now I'm going to return with this beautiful stamp set and some black ink to really tie in my layout together. Now I did want the pink sweater that I have in this photo, and then my black tank top with the black March on the top of the right page. I definitely wanted to add some more black. Now usually I use VersaFine black ink, but as I knew that I wanted to stamp on top of the page protector, I am using the archival inks. These are still fairly new to me. I am getting used to them. I definitely prefer VersaFine for sure for my black ink, and then typically for my colored inks I do like the Distress Oxides and the Versa Magic chalk inks. It's just, I don't know, I have a hard time with dye inks. So I'd love to know, are you pigment, dye? Do you like the Distress Oxide? Or are you like very new to stamping and are wanting to try all the things? Definitely let me know in the comments section below. I'm always curious like what inks certain crafters use and why they turn to those inks maybe more than others. So I am going to be adding some final details here with some enamel dots in just a moment. I do have some photos coming up at the end, and I'm also going to have like a little very fast flip through here of this Life Crafted album. I am using this in cahoots with my memory planner. This is the first year that I'm using this type of album to hold more monthly stories that I want to give special light to outside of my memory planner. I still haven't decided for those 6x8 style layouts how I'm going to handle those. I'm pretty close to just punching them and putting it inside of my memory planner, so that way I don't have a ton of albums and just stories kind of floating all over the place, but that's TBD as well. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here and you're interested in sticking around, I would love to have you. This is part of my mini series all about one kit in 5 different ways. I will leave a link to the playlist at the very end here at the final screen. So I hope you have some crafty takeaways from this video, and until next time, I hope you have some time to do something crafty today.